my Bitcoin price targets. I want to be talking to you guys about how I'm viewing Bitcoin and how I'm really capitalizing on what's happening in the market and where I think that we're going to be going into 2026 and really into the end of 2026. So without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into it. All right, guys. Now, speculating here, right? I've been trading crypto for over a decade. I've been through 3 crypto bull markets and bear markets. I'm probably going into the 4th bear market right now, in my opinion. And I do think that it's important to think about the outlook of crypto because, guys, I'll be completely honest with you. My successful trades as a trader, my most successful strategy is by swing trading crypto based on the 4-year cycles. And I'm planning on doing that again here. So I want to go over my price targets and really give you my opinion on where I think Bitcoin is going to be headed over the next 6 to 8 months, if you will, and maybe even the next year. But I think more like the 6 to 9, 10 months probably. But looking at Bitcoin right now, if you believe in the 4-year cycle, then we have been in a bear market since October 6th, which is when it was 1,064 days from the bottom of the previous bear market to the top of the bull market. And since then, it has been about, I can get my mouse there, about 58 days of a bear market. And usually, hypothetically, based on the 4-year cycle, you usually have about 375 days of bearish price action, about a year and a half sometimes if things get really crazy, until you see actual bull market price action, right? So in my opinion, guys, I am putting my money where my mouth is. I have been shorting a lot of altcoins right now. Before I give you my targets, I'm going to be telling you guys how I've been navigating this. I have been hedging because, guys, I'll be completely honest with you. All right. It may sound like mumbo jumbo, but usually things happen in threes, and then the 4th time is one too many. And in my opinion, this is like the 4th cycle, the 4th of the 4-year cycles, in my opinion, that actually has substance to, that there's actually a lot of mania, and there's a lot of attention. Not really mania, but we've had the previous couple cycles with a lot of mania, but I would categorize this as a lot of mainstream media attention as mania, right? We didn't see our true altcoin season mania, but I'm going to categorize it as that. I digress. Now, in my opinion, I think that usually 3 times and then the 4th time is one too many. The reason why I say that is because, guys, I'm hedging at the chance that the 4-year cycle is obsolete, that the 4-year cycle doesn't exist anymore, and that we are putting in a potential low, a local low, before we see a new high into 2026. I have to hedge. I have to hedge that. Like I have to protect my trades for that. Now, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm shorting altcoins. Nothing significant of size yet. I'm looking for a significant bounce before I actually size up these short positions. I'm short Zcash, Crowcoin, Pepe, Solana, Doge, and a couple other coins as well, while I'm dollar cost averaging on the way down with Bitcoin, okay? I'm going to be telling you guys about my Bitcoin targets where I'm starting to actually look for sizable positions where I'm going to be buying 6 figures worth, actually accumulate some true Bitcoin on this dump and really this bear market. I'm already telling you about that. But in the meantime, I am hedging against my spot position on Bitcoin because, guys, I buy Bitcoin every single day, and I want to accumulate as much Bitcoin every single day, and I want to protect myself to the invalidation that the bear market is not going to be like a 4-year cycle bear market where it's a year and a half. Maybe it's only 90 days. Maybe it's a quarter long before you see a big recovery, right? So we have to hedge against that. But in the meantime, I'm shorting Zcash. I'm up about $1,500, about 1,300% on this, because I was yelling at the rooftops about this trade when it got so inflated by all the influencers, and I took the plunge, and right now we're at what are we trading at? I averaged it at 583, and right now we're sitting at 331. So almost a 50% drawdown. I mean, guys, I'm up 1,300% on this trade, and I'm looking to size up on this position if we get a little bit of a bounce further. But in the meantime, guys, if you do want to trade with me and you want access to our private Discord with Crypto Kip and I, where we talk about our trade setups as well as a more of a one-on-one community with Crypto Kip and I, check out in the pinned comment section or description box below. All you gotta do is sign up to Blowfin to get access to our private Discord, and you also get a $5,000 sign-in bonus. And all you have to do is set up an account with Blowfin, then find our link to Discord in the description box below as well. Follow a couple steps and you're in, and come say hi to Kip and I, because it's going to be an interesting bear market if we are actually truly in a bear market, which I believe we are. And it's good to surround yourself with people that actually stay and pay attention to the market and try to actually make money in the trying times, because in a bear market is when people actually build true wealth trading crypto, in my opinion. But that's all I got on that. If you guys want access to the Discord, sign up down below. Check out all the other awesome affiliate links. There's lucrative bonuses for you guys, so it's a win-win for everybody. Now, I want to talk about my price targets here. So over on Twitter, follow me at 333Blacksea. I say chop between 80 to 91,000, then range bound 80 to 75,000 for months, followed by time capitulation into September, October, November 2026. And I would say that it could even happen a little bit before September for time capitulation. And, you know, guys, this is just my speculation, right? It's very, very difficult to be spot on about telling the future from like a year from now. But based on the 4-year cycle, if the 4-year cycle is intact, this is the type of price action I expect to play out. So looking at Bitcoin right now, we have rejected below 88,000. Very important support level I really want to see us get above. Now, I will also say that as of right now, like this wick down here to 84K, it's a higher low. It's maybe the beginning of a bullish reversal. Maybe. I think that we're definitely not out of the woods yet, but I think it's possible. You guys always have to be paying attention to invalidations. Anybody that tells you that, oh, it's going to happen 100%, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and they don't talk about the invalidations, guys, you got to be careful. You got to be careful who you're listening to in this market and in this ecosystem when it comes to trading and investing, because there's always invalidations in trading and investing, guys. There's always different levels that can be hit because it's all probability and statistics, okay? Now, let's talk about my price levels that I'm trying to accumulate, okay? So we rejected off of 94,000, where I was looking to actually like increase my short positions, like actually size up on my shorts, but I missed the opportunity. It was not a big enough bounce. Like I got a little bit, I scaled it a little bit, but man, I was really hoping we could come up to like 100,000 where I could actually size up and put some like multi 6-figure short positions in, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So as of right now, what am I doing to accumulate, right? So I'm shorting altcoins to build some profit so I can accumulate more Bitcoin towards the bottom. And when it comes to buying, I buy Bitcoin every single day, DCAing in, right? And as we go lower, I'll increase my DCA size. And now my chunky levels, right? The levels that I want to actually throw some dry powder at, we've already hit one of them, and that was below 88,000. And when we went down to about 80K, I layered in. Now, let's talk about this, right? 80,000 to 91,000 chop. I think that that's a very important area to be chopping around in between this area, because I will say it does seem like the majority of the drawdown is complete for now, okay? For now, okay? So I do think that we're due for a little bit of sideways chop action. And if you look at Market Cipher, the RSIs are still pointing to the downside on the daily. The money flow is still in the red, and it's just starting, it seems like. And I think that we're due for this sideways chop for a little bit between like really like 80,000 and 91K. Maybe if things get crazy, 94, maybe we have a wick up to 100,000, but I just don't think that we're going to have enough juice. I don't think that Bitcoin's going to have enough legs. And then after that, I believe that this area is a very important area for me, is between 75,000 and 80,000, these dotted red lines. I am looking to buy some serious size here. I'm not chucking my entire dry powder bag into this right here, but I will be layering in with some size between 80,000 and 75,000 if we're lucky enough to get a quick wick down there. But I have a feeling we're probably going to chop around this area for a very significant amount of time. I think a very, very significant amount of time. And maybe we even dip a bit below, like between, I want to see us retest this price structure back here from February 2024 all the way to basically October 2024. It was like 8 months, right? Isn't that 8 months? I remember that happening. It was absolutely savage price action. Yeah, it was about 220 days. So you're talking like, 3/4 of a year. Now, I want to see us come and retest around this area here. And I think below like 73,000 is where I'm going to start to really want to be starting to get greedy. Now, I think that time capitulation can bring us down to 51,000. I think that's possible, but it really, really depends on if we're truly in the 4-year cycle still. Because if we're truly in the 4-year cycle, then 51,000 should be on the table, because then you're talking about basically a 75% drawdown, I believe, from all-time highs, which is, yes, a 70. Oh, it's only a 60% drawdown. So, yeah, like, that is on the table. It could get worse than that, but I think that as this asset has gotten much larger, more institutions are here, I think that you're not going to see as a significant drawdown and pump as we have been seeing, because this asset has been maturing. Now, if we get below like 51,000, I'm going to be buying a significant amount. I will find a way to, I'll probably even buy it on margin. I'm not going to lie. If we get below 51,000 to 45K, like that would be absolutely insane. But in the meantime, guys, I'm going to be buying, I'm going to be DCing all the way down, and I'm looking for my chunky money to get in there around 75 to 80,000. Below 80,000 starts to look good. Anything below 73,000, I'm really looking to actually add some size. But guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Do you think that the 4-year cycle is still intact? Do you think that we're going to see a bounce that's going to be like a dead cat bounce? Or do you think that the 4-year cycle is broken and we're going to get ready to see a huge reversal and it's going to wreck all the shorts? I think it's possible. I think there's always room to make the argument for invalidations on a data point. I think that's always room for that. So I want to know what you guys think. That's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now, sign up to our private Discord. It's completely for free. All you have to do is sign up to Blowfin and then follow the steps in the description box below on our Discord and come say hi to us. But that's all I got. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.